Being present in a world that might not be so engaged in being present. I'm at the south coast, Sweden, in this moment, out walking. Sometimes it's snow here this time of year, it's December, and sometimes it's not. This year, not so much. The white sand kind of gives it the snowy feeling anyway. Yes, if you're new to my channel, my name is Josephine. Warmly welcome to join in on this little philosophical walk or any other content that might spark your interest, your curiosity. So yes, which spaces do we allow to be sacred? It's easy to be present and in the moment when everyone around us is doing the same thing, or maybe we're preparing for meditation, or we're in a retreat setting, or the whole environment is kind of nurturing to be there with whatever is going on. But then there's also these moments when the environment perhaps is not so supportive. It is not built or it's not centered around being aware or noticing what goes on inside you. It's more focused on doing and discussing and being active. Do you allow yourself to still be with yourself, or to allow all of you to participate, or do you forget about your inner world when the surroundings aren't necessarily asking you to look at it? Like, say for instance, you're engaging in a conversation that has nothing to do with being aware or with spirituality or the meaning of life. You're just having a coffee, talking about the weather, perhaps engaging in some political debate. When there's a gap in the conversation, it's just got a bit off track here. When there's a gap in the conversation, do you allow yourself to breathe properly then? To check in with yourself? To be curious about whether you've chosen a position in the argument, or if you're free flowing, are you observing yourself or your inner dynamics as much as you are observing what the other person is saying, what they are trying to convince you of? What are you trying to convince yourself of? Have you identified with an opinion of yours? Or maybe even more important, or how to say, like, more fascinating, if you have identified with an opinion, are you allowed to smile at that? Or do you punish yourself for it? Oh, another bit of wobbly. I was going to go on the beach, but it's a bit too much people there. I'm not fully comfortable with this recording in public. So we're staying here on the off a beaten track. Yeah. Do you allow yourself to be kind to yourself, basically? Smile at yourself? Or do you take that serious as well? Because that's another trap. Being harder to ourselves than we have to be. Because there was a time, or maybe there still are times, when I think that I would just want to run away and live in a retreat center with people who are focused on being aware, exploring themselves. Because those environments are easier for me to live with an open heart, to live in alignment. But I'm becoming more and more aware that technically I don't need those environments to stay present. It's just easier. So when I'm in other environments, I can invite practice, I can invite curiosity and see where I'm still contracted. There's nothing wrong with supporting each other or lean on other people to help us be present. But when that is not available, curiosity and presence and openness is not technically unavailable to us. We perhaps just need to apply some more. I mean, the words never fit, do they? I wanted to say apply some more focus, but that isn't right. I think it's the other way around. Maybe we need to notice that we haven't fully. It's not even letting go of contractions. It's rather connected with the spaciousness that we actually are. We might feel contracted, or we might feel like we are all of a sudden becoming smaller. But that isn't actually the case. We're not becoming smaller. We just lost contact with the spaciousness that we actually are. Because environments and conversations and situations cannot shrink your being or my being. They simply can't. And when it feels like they have, it's because we lost track of it. Silence or deep exhale or something to shake us up a little bit, or like get us out of the illusion that we think we're caught in, sometimes helps. At least that's how I do it. And I'd love to get your thoughts or your sharings on how you do it. How do you get back to yourself when you realize you've lost yourself? When the environment itself isn't that supportive? Yeah. Yeah. Challenging myself to record outside. This is actually the first time I walked around with the camera like this. And it's quite a crowded place, this cute place by the ocean. So yeah, that was a teaching for me. Felt a bit embarrassed because you're not supposed to walk around with a selfie stick and talk to yourself. Yeah. But I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to you. Anyway, please do share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. See you next time.